Alright guys, well, we're finally doing PvP, like I said countless times when it came to Destiny, so we're jumping into the Iron Banana. I'm gonna do a stream for when we were playing online, or we're gonna do a stream of me playing several games. I'm probably not gonna show every single game, except for maybe the really good ones. I'll just show some highlights from both my Hunter and my Titan, but let's be real, Iron Banner sucks right now. For someone who's coming back to PvP after an extremely long hiatus, and not playing PvP in several seasons, coming back to Iron Banner with like no KD at all, since Iron Banner is like preferential to what your skill level is, quote unquote. I don't know if because my skill was relatively decent before I stopped playing PvP, or because I'm so rusty that it took me forever to play PvP again in order to like shake off that rust and get better at it. But this last sort of session with playing Iron Banner has been like an absolute slog. Like, it's been so frustrating to play at times, but also really rewarding. We're recording this after the fact that we're done playing Iron Banner, so we're gonna go over some of the PvP and PvE roles we got for some of our gear. I know we've got some pretty decent stuff here and there. We'll probably show off the rewards after the highlights from this last session of Iron Banner, but I want to at least show some of it to say, hey, look, we played PvP at some point. Please don't hate me for not playing PvP. Anyways, let's get back. Let's not get back into it because we're probably just finishing up when this is recorded. But let's show off the highlights, and then we'll come back to when we actually show off the rewards that we got for PvP.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
5 minutes left. Sound tactics so far. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C captured. The flames have ignited. Let the walls hunt. Captured Zone C. Opponent claimed Zone A. You have the advantage. Press on. Zone B captured. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost. Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost. Minutes left. Sound tactics so far. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Finish this. Zone B lost. C captured. You have the advantage. Press on. Three minutes remain. Keep the pressure and you have them. Be proud of what you've done.
Okay, that was not as painful as me initially playing Iron Banner way back when the week first started. I was kind of hoping, this entire week that we've been playing, I was kind of hoping for, like, way more high-level drops to be coming out. I mean, Iron Banner armor's dropping, which is cool. For the Hunter, at least, most of it dropped for me just playing the game, while the Titan, I was playing almost as long as my Hunter, but my Titan, it took a lot more. Like, I didn't get nearly as many drops on my Titan for whatever reason. I had to, like, turn in engrams to unlock some of that armor. We did get some very halfway decent rolls with, for some of the weapons we wanted. We got our Taisha's Mastery roll that we wanted for sure. Because we got, I think we got Deconstruction Chill Clip, and then we got Impulse Amplifier and Chill Clip, which are very good rolls. I know a lot of people wanted Air Trigger, which provides, you know, an extra mag's worth of ammunition in your reserves and stuff like that. For me, I mean, as long as you use the rocket-assisted sidearms as they're supposed to be used, like special weapons, you're not really going to run out of ammo anytime soon. As long as you use them when you're absolutely supposed to be using them and then use them for when you need them, then that's fine. We got a pretty decent Criminal's Dagger with moving target and Zen Moment, which is awesome. That's very consistent roll. We're probably going to show off more of our Hunter gameplay than our Titan gameplay. Our Titan games were nothing special. It was mostly just by the books kind of stuff for playing on my Titan. I had to play pretty lame with my Titan, while my Hunter had the ability to play a little bit more aggressive. And since it's been so long since our last play session on playing PvP up and leading up to this week, we were very rusty. And coming back after such a long hiatus was crazy. I have never felt as rusty playing in PvP as I did this time around. I mean, just Destiny's just not scratching that PvP itch anymore. If I'm being perfectly honest, it's just whatever nowadays. Especially you can tell in Iron Banner, because Iron Banner hasn't seen a massive update in forever. And I know this time around when we got most of the armor coming back, which we got brand new armor. And most of the weapons, if you don't, this is a lot of the weapon models haven't really been updated either. The only real updates to weapon models have been these ones, but these are still you can still see the EDZ weapon silhouette in this gun. It's just the barrel is what's changed and having it wrapped in some leather straps. But Iron Banner just feels so weird because you're trying to play an objective game with people who, in my opinion, just don't care about the objective. They would rather just run around and get kills, and I'm just wondering why Bungie just hasn't updated Iron Banner. I mean, the last major update it got was, which was that weird control game mode where the weird PvE mechanic to it, where the zone would be controlled by some Cabal turrets, and you had to wipe out the turrets and capture the zone and get the zone and then get the on the hunt thing and stuff like that. But I don't know why Bungie is obsessed with making Iron Banner only some sort of control based game mode. Not even Supremacy, where you can have to kill people and collect motes in order to confirm the kill. They can't even make it Clash, because Iron Banner is fun and it's very accessible, and I think if they made it Clash or Supremacy, they have a real shot of Iron Banner overtaking Trials as the most popular game mode, just from an ease of use perspective. And it's weird that it's based off, I mean, say what you want, but for me coming back after such a long break, it being PvP that's based off of your skill, man, those early ranks in playing Iron Banner where they were obnoxious and so difficult to play, and I'm just ugh. This is extremely gross, trying to jump back in after having such a long break from playing Iron Banner. That being said, we did get at least some decent loot out of it. We did get this version of Tusk of the Boar that came with Envious Assassin Deconstruction, which is one I wanted. I think if you have Enhanced Deconstruction or Envious Assassin, you can get, I think, 3 rounds in the magazine, and with Deconstruction being able to refill your magazine just based off of damage you deal with the weapon itself, it can basically just auto load just for playing the game and just for fighting with the weapon. Because again, dealing sustained damage grants bonus damage against vehicles and constructs, but it also refills the ammo from reserves. Damage with primary ammo or against constructs provides additional progress. So basically, just it's a waveframe grenade launcher. So if you're shooting this out into a crowd of people, there's a good chance where it will resupply the magazine completely. And I think it procs infinitely from my testing, because it sure felt like it was proccing infinitely. Either way, let's check out some of the other loot that we got. We got a couple other rolls for Tusk of the Boar, Enlightened Action Hatchling, and Envious Assassin Swashbuckler. Those are pretty decent rolls for Tusk of the Boar. Taisha's Mastery, like I said, I got my Deconstruction Chill Clip roll, which I'm really happy about. We got, Tactical Mag. We got Deconstruction, where again dealing sustained damage, and then direct hits on the top half slow nearby targets. So you can freeze them with this. And I think when they're frozen, it doesn't say when they're frozen that you provide bonus progress toward deconstruction, or deconstruct, but it feels like this thing was just constantly reloading over and over again. The AoE damage from Chill Clip proccing on multiple targets can supposedly spoof the deconstruct perk to make it so that it reloads almost infinitely. We also got our, chill clip impulse amplifier roll, which is fine. Again, air trigger. I think I got one with Adagio, but it wasn't worth keeping in my opinion. What else did we get? We got Claws of the Wolf for repulsive brace and destabilizing rounds, which is fine. That's not too bad of a roll for that. We also got... I know we got something else that was halfway decent, besides the armor. Oh yeah, we got some Archon's Thunder. So we got one that's Envious Assassin and rewind rounds. So this is pretty decent, actually, for a high-impact, what's it called, frame machine gun, being able to just get a bunch of kills and just laying on the trigger. It shoots so slowly that you're almost not guaranteed to land all your shots, but you're almost more certain to make your shots count than most other machine guns. And then we got this one that's 4th times the charms and rewind rounds, and we can get it with extended mags, and we get enhanced both of these versions. So again, this is not too bad either. I know my Titan got a lot of Iron Banner loot too, but I don't think there's anything worth talking about there. We were just mostly hunting for, Taisha's Mastery, a good Archon Thunder roll, maybe a few Tusks of the Boar, and I got, those rolls that I actually wanted, so those are fine. We got most of the armor unlocked on my Hunter, all of it unlocked on my Hunter, most of it on the Titan, nothing on the Warlock yet, but we're going to keep playing as time goes on. I was expecting a lot more of the older emblems to drop, but they never did. Some of the older shaders to drop as post-game rewards, they never did. I don't like the fact that when you're playing Crucible, especially Iron Banner, you can get world weapon drops as your reward. There are tonics in this game now where you have a higher chance of world weapon armor and weapons to drop. And I'm like, yo, I don't need these weapons to drop here. I need, Iron Banner to loot, or at the very least Crucible loot to drop here, because I'm playing Crucible right now. I'm not expecting Trials stuff to drop, but still, it's insane. So we did a full reset of our Crucible rank. We're on a reset and a half, I think, for our Iron Banner ranking. And like I said, we're almost about to max that out again. We did pretty good for our games. I'm pretty happy. We started off with like a 0.0 KD this season, and I think we're currently at a 1.3. Maybe we're at 1.3. I'm not too sure. Crucible 1.29. Okay, so we've almost brought ourselves back to our normal, because I think our normal KD before we stopped playing Crucible was like a 1.5 or 1.75 or something like that. Something crazy. I had a good time, for what it's worth. Not the best time. I had a decent time. I'm kind of hoping for a refresh to Iron Banner. Make it a different game mode. Seriously, Bungie. Make it so that only Crucible weapons and Crucible stuff can drop in PvP game modes. I am not playing Crucible to farm for world weapon drops, and even if I was, there's tonics in the game right now which allow those things to be a thing that can drop from the games. I don't know if Act 3 is going to come with tonics that can make Crucible rewards drop more often from Crucible games. That'd be cool if there would be a thing, because we have currency, we have world weapon drops. We need stuff for like Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard ops so that we can actually have a way to really get the loot dropping in those game modes. Yeah, I really would like another refresh to Iron Banner. Either some sort of reward track that's not just like a pseudo season pass. Maybe something where you can do some focusing for weapons and armor besides turning in engrams, because that's still a very archaic thing now for Iron Banner. I mean, Zavala can help you focus onslaught weapons now. It's odd that Shax can't help you focus for at least Crucible weapons at the very least to drop more often from your post-game rewards. I don't know why that's not a thing anymore, or why it's not a thing as of right now, but be that as it may, guys, I think we're going to call it here for this episode. If you enjoyed me jumping back into PvP for the first time in forever, do the whole thing of leaving a like, subscribe. We'll try to do more PvP stuff when and if we can. I have to be invested into playing PvP. I don't really care about playing Trials right now. Iron Banner was the only reason I came back, because there was some chaseable loot in the form of the new weapons. The new rocket-assisted sidearm, obviously. New armor, finally, for the first time in forever. I think they need to stop being Bungie and stop being so stingy with their loot drops, and provide if you're a player like me who hasn't jumped into Crucible in forever, you should be getting showered in older legacy gear and legacy armor sets and Iron Banner emblems and shaders that haven't been dropping for you because you haven't played Iron Banner in forever. In my experience of playing for several days in a row, we didn't really see any older emblems and shaders drop, so that kind of sucks. I don't know if they're even in the loot pool now anymore, but it's hard to know for sure. Anyways, guys, we will catch you guys all in the next one.